Hi, I'm Sumisha Gilotra from Architect Interiors India, and I have with me the spectacular Khozema Chitalwala, known as the hospitality king in India. Khozema, it's been almost 40 years you've been in this industry, and you've seen almost everything. You've seen the industry grow, you've seen it going from one spectrum to another. Tell us about your journey.
So, Sumisha, thank you for having me here, first and foremost. I think so. I've seen the industry when it was just begin to grow in India, and hospitality today is growing at a very, very different scale and different speed.
Through that.
I believe what I have seen when I started my career in hospitality is far, far more different what is happening today. And because the lifestyle has changed, and this changes from millennials to Gen Z and Gen Alpha and now Gen Beta, I think so it's going to grow in a different direction altogether.
Where do you think the preferences are veering towards now?
So hospitality is now becoming more and more experiential. Whether it may be at this experience is not only limited to leisure, but it is also in city-based hotels. People want those experiences, those luxuries, and those experiences are not created only by architecture and ambience, but by even the holistic perspective given to it in terms of hospitality services, food experiences. Everything is very, very critical.
I totally agree with you. But tell me, as an architect and a designer, what role do you think does design play in the experience of a hospitality space?
First and foremost, when an architect comes on the board, he brings in a seamless experience of guest areas and the back of the house areas.
So you mean the flow of the space?
Which is very, very important in order for the guest to experience that luxury, that demarcated line between, and it's very, very sharp and fine. Secondly, when the guest comes in, he looks at the inner finishes, the inner part of it, interiors of it, and this is something which where he comes and he feels and says, wow. Because most of the time the guest enters into the lobby and he says, either he gives his expression as wow, or he gives his expression. So it's the public areas of any hotel or any hospitality projects are fundamentally the cover page of that book.
I think I agree with you. So if I'm just asking you, in case, is there like a material that you think that if you use this will make the space look luxurious? Or is there like a little cheat code that you can give somebody who is creating a hospitality space that if you do this, then your space will look luxurious?
So I have a little difference of opinion here. Using an expensive material does not make it necessarily make it luxurious. It is very important, and what Designers Group has been doing in this is writing a design story. We write so many design stories to narrate that particular property, and it gives an identity to that. So that when the guest comes there, he leaves with those memories, and those memories are something which, and some experiences which are not found at any other locations. They are derived from the narratives, they are derived from the local nuances, local art and craft, getting all those collated together in order to create a complete hospitality experience.
That's fantastic. So creating a narrative, creating a local identity, creating a unique identity, in your opinion, is what makes a hospitality brand stand out.
Yes.
And do you think people research about this from beforehand when they're choosing their hospitality project, or is it something that they experience when they visit the property?
So it is both. It is both. So most of these hotels where we are designing, we are giving them the brand story. We are giving them the complete narrative. For example, we have just finished one property in Varanasi. It is again on the bank of Ganga. You can take Ganga Snan from that same property. And we have designed on the basis of Om Namah Shivaya. Now, when you talk about Om Namah Shivaya, we are talking about, we feel that it's a mantra which is, or a shlok which is so much oriented, related with Shiv. But when you go deep dive into it, you find these are 5 elements which shape controls. And these are the fundamental 5 elements of Earth.
Okay.
And on the basis of that, we designed that. So what is most important is not to look from a very tight perspective, but look at a very broader perspective and do the interpretation or a contemporary interpretation of whatever is there you find as a best ideology.
Okay. Sounds interesting, and I'm sure there's a lot of research and effort that goes into designing a space much beforehand, before you actually get onto the drawing board.
So we have a team which is dedicated to do this research for us in the office, which constantly keeps on researching and constantly writing stories and coming back, deliberating. We have a process in our office of blue skies. It's not my way or highway. It is always the team which synergizes into it. And our team is, thanks God, touch wood, we have a very experienced team which works in Designers Group.
So I've seen recently a huge trend in boutique hotels. Like, there's always the large key hotels, and the branded hotels are always trending. But very recently, I know a lot of people, including me probably, who want to look at unique, location-specific boutique hotels. Do you think that's a trend that's here to stay? And how is designing a boutique hotel different from designing a large chain hotel?
So boutique hotels is something which has become a current big trend over here, because there have been several locations where you can't build. There are several heritage property where you can't add on more rooms. But these are all experiential, and this is ultimately what is leading to us. You asked me something before, and what is the difference between city and the boutique? Most of the city hotels are not experiential or leisure hotels. They are all business hotels. So people come there, do their business, unwind, and they go back. Here, people only come for unwinding.
Okay.
And that is what is a major difference between a leisure and a business hotel. So there is a lot more to experience, lot more to be given, and lot more can be given when it is boutique, because it is not bound with anybody's parameter.
Okay, coming back to what you were talking about earlier, where you said that when you're creating hotels, you're trying to create an experience, but that's also something that you're trying to do in a boutique hotel. So how is your approach different when you're designing a hotel and you're designing a boutique hotel?
As I mentioned to you, when a city hotel is something where a business traveler comes in, he checks in, he walks out of the room after the shower, and he comes back in evening only for food. And so in between, he is not actually enjoying the property. He is coming here to stay there, and we want him to carry the memories. So what memories we have? For example, like what I said is for a business hotel, where we brought in art form, the lifestyle, the lifeline of Mumbai. So these are the experiences and memories. So today we are living in a digital era where Instagram has become a big. We want them to carry that memory on their phone, on their camera for lifetime. And this is something what happens in city hotel. But when you go to a leisure property, you want to have a bed tea. You would like to have a sip of coffee from the balcony, enjoy the view, either a sunrise or a lake view or whatever experience it is. The same thing when it happens to when we go to a location which is a religious location, the experiences are different. People most of the time they want to get up early morning, they want to go to the temple, they want to experience, then they want to come back. So the breakfast timings over there, they start something which is there. The food experiences there are more sattvic.
Correct.
They are not too non-vegetarian.
And if I'm correct, I think, so what you're trying to say is that the design is defined by the purpose.
Absolutely. City hotel and the cookie cutter fundamentals can be only applied to more or less like something which is more city based, more business based.
Is there a cheat code that you're going to give me, where if there is somebody who's just new come into the industry and wants to know, okay, I need to crack a hospitality project, what should be like the basic, like a little hygiene that they need to follow?
So there are two things which are very important for any kind of hospitality planning, and this is somewhere most of us can't crack it.
Okay.
One is the circulation, vehicular circulation, and guest circulation. These are the two important, because front of the house cannot mix with back of the house. We don't find anybody wearing dungarees or uniform walking into our lobby. Secondly, the car flow has to be perfect.
Okay.
Vehicular circulation. The car has to come in a right direction. It has to go in the parking area in the correct way, and come back also in that same direction. You can't mix that. If we goof up that, I think so there are several challenges which we face. Several. There is one more thing which we always need to understand is always look at the target audience. Who is going to be there? Because irrespective of whatever brand you are doing, whatever way it is, we need to be a little more conscious about who is the end user which is currently going to be targeted. In an IT hub, we should not create something which is more towards religious, leisure, because they don't want that leisure life. They want a fast acting life.
Efficient.
That's what they are. So you need to be more active, more energetic, more, that kind of designs have to be incorporated. When there is a destination marriage location, how many locations you are creating for events? So
Different venues.
Because marriages, destination marriages have so many of the function, from Mehendi to Sangeet, and you can't have it on one location. Because decor can't change, so it has to be a cycle which you need to understand as an architect and a designer.
Wow, I never thought hospitality projects would really be designed keeping in mind that there's probably going to be a wedding here. So that's fantastic. That's great insight, and I'm sure that, like you started the conversation with, that the purpose defines the design.
Yes.
And is there a favorite material that you think is, looks great, is easy to maintain, and should be used in every hospitality project and has the vibe?
I love wood.
Okay.
And I think so that is something which is not going to die.
Okay.
And whichever generation is going to come, they will all keep on loving it, because it's a one natural material which is going and so beautifully warm that. And we can do a lot of wonders with it.
And looks luxurious.
It looks luxurious. And I would say I'm a very big fan of Make in India.
Okay.
And I love to get my projects done here in India. I would say it helps me in being more sustainable, reducing my carbon footprint of my projects, because it is most of the time when we are doing, especially the resorts in hills and other things, we are too cautious about how sustainability is being brought into our project.
Because a little while back, you were also telling me about this new trend of holiday homes becoming hospitality projects. What are your thoughts on that?
So, Vijay, it's one vertical. I feel that if the way things are going right, it will explode. It will explode. Reason behind, post-COVID, a lot of our Indian travelers wanted to have the getaway. They wanted to do staycation. And when they are doing staycation, they wanted home away from fundamentally.
Correct.
So there is lots and lots of second home concept also. People who can afford, they are building second home.
True.
But to my experience, most of the second home, it is a wonderful experience for the family for initial couple of years. And then the property actually starts idling. And this is where it is leading to homestay vertical, which is going to be a fundamentally a great growth.
That sounds fantastic. So what is the role of design and you as a hospitality expert that comes into play when designing a home away from home from the hospitality perspective?
So I think so, number one, principally because it's a second home for somebody, you need to take care of that first.
Correct.
But at the same time, it is very important that in any hospitality project, housekeeping, engineering and maintenance, these are the three factors which you need to bring in. And apart from that, once you have taken care of that, sustainability. So if you bring in those factors, you take care of your housekeeping well enough, using the right material palettes, right? Using the engineering and maintenance, you try to do something which is perfect, because all this could be in odd locations, and that is something which I think so it should keep on running. So most of the time when we are planning an hotel, what is most important is the circulation. As I told you, the vehicular circulation. For example, I should enter with a car in a porch, in a drop-off area, in a certain direction. So my guest can get down and enter into the lobby directly.
Correct.
We have to experience that how many steps he will walk in order to put the bag in the baggage scanner. Because most of the time today, people don't want their baggage to be handled by other people. We are becoming more and more matured in that matter. And then we are also we have to think about when we get some security which is there challenging, how are we going to enter after that security? And what are we going to see the first sight of the lobby? From the outside, when you are there in the porch, to once you enter into the lobby. And if it's a wedding destination with larger banquet, what is the queue going to be there? Where are the cars going to stand? How much time a security will take in order to scan each car and bring it in? Once it is done, the car, most of the city hotels especially, the car is driven by the valet. If the driver is there, a lot of them don't allow driver to go into their own parking spaces. So if valet is going to take the car and park it over somewhere, how valet is going to travel down if he has to bring the car back? What is the process of that? What is the connectivity between the parking levels and the porch level? How much time that car will take back to come?
So am I right to say that you are the architecture firm for the maximum hospitality projects that are happening in India? The biggest hospitality company in India?
I would not like to claim that, but I can only claim it that we are the only firm who does only hospitality.
Oh, okay. And you do architecture, interiors and...
So we are adding a landscape as a vertical in our firm.
Oh, lovely.
Where we take our projects, we are currently trying to become a single window operation for the client in order to make it more convenient. We will take architecture, interior, lighting, MEP, structure and landscape all together under one single window. So they don't have to run around.
But tell me, so when you are traveling, say on a family holiday and you have to choose a hotel, which one do you choose? And what are your criteria to choose a good hotel?
I want a good experience. For me, my any advantage points or any bon voyage, or you can talk about return honors or anything, it doesn't matter to me. I will go even to one of the most basic hotel, but if experience is view.
So how do you define experience?
For me, I'm so busy here that I want peace. I want peace, and I want something which probably I love I will show you this as a part of one of the homestay project which I'm here. I'm so close to Mumbai, but I'm away from everything, every hassle.
Okay.
And if I have to be there in Mumbai, it takes me only 20 minutes.
Oh wow.
So these are the experiences which we can bring. We should try, and as an architect and designer, we should be able to enhance those experiences in our design and our projects.
So Khozema, tell me, do you think you've arrived?
I've just begun.
Okay.
Hospitality has begun. How can I arrive?
So what has been the most special part of this journey?
I think so. My support system.
Okay.
I would like to give credit to Sujata. She is my backbone. I think so. Without her, I would have never reached here. But my team also, who has believed in Designers Group. That's why they are there with me for last 15 to 20 years. And the team below them, who has been dedicatedly working on hospitality.
And if you had to pinpoint one part of your journey, 38 years you said, right?
Yes.
So in the last 38 years, which was probably the turning point of your career, what would it be?
Mr. Sampath Kumar.
Okay.
He is my mentor, my godfather. And I shared my dream of designing hospitality projects with him in 1997. And 3 years later, when he got the first opportunity, he invited me to start my career in hospitality. Because he remembered me, that Khozema, and he called me for a coffee and he said, the time has come to fulfill your dreams.
That's
That
really
is
heartening.
Very, 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 very nice of him. And today also, thank you, sir, for making me what am I today, and what am I? I'm here today, and I can give this podcast.
So what is your dream project as of today?
I think so. There's so much which we are doing and currently, and so every project is becoming very, very different. When I look back at them, I have got Taj President, which is there. I have got Blue Diamond when I did that in my earlier part of career in 1999-2000. And then I'm looking at today's project. So it's a great innovative evolution which Designers Group has gone through. But yes, in the process we have got some great projects which have done, like Devi Ratan, Philip House. We just closed on Avantika, which is again in Banaras in Mumbai.
You're getting a lot of blessings clearly.
Yeah, I am blessed with shit. We are doing something in Mahakal. So, Ujjain. So everywhere, wherever we are doing something.
So you're leaving a little footprint everywhere you go.
Everywhere. We are doing something in Ayodhya. So I'm really blessed. I always say that we are blessed. I always feel that we are blessed.
So what is that one thing that you still want and you haven't got yet?
The iconic hotel.
Okay.
Something where no brand tells me and I govern the design. I do whatever I like it is something what I want. Because my dream is to die with the pencil in my hand.
Oh, we're not talking about that so soon.
No, I'm also not.
You just said you're very young.
But I want to always be with my pencil.
That's.
I always want to.
I have a feeling that you're also a very fun-loving person and a very hospitable person. Do you want to tell me a secret about you that nobody knows?
My DNA probably. This is a blessing from my mother probably. I don't know, but if you I'm a very simple guy. If somebody is sitting in my reception and I see him sitting for a very long time, I'll walk down from my cabin and ask him, is there a problem? Who may we come to meet? And I will tell somebody that you can't make somebody waste his time like this. Please go and meet him. And if you come at my place at lunchtime, whatever kind of person you are, whatever level of person you are, somebody will at least offer you tea, coffee or a sandwich. Ask you for that. Sir, are you feeling hungry? People come to my office for interview, and I always see that the poor boy or a girl is working on it since morning, trying to, and had nothing. So I personally ensure that that's my DNA. I feel that nothing wrong in doing and being little humble to people and respect them more with more human. And,
Totally agree. I think humility takes you a long, long way in life, and I can see that it has taken you a long way
yes,
too. Yes.
I'm blessed.
Tell me a secret about you that nobody knows.
That's a secret.
That's
Otherwise,
what
how it's going to be a secret?
So
No.
the whole idea is to uncover this secret. Spill the beans.
One thing my team knows about it and my family knows about it. I can't live without my iPad.
You cannot?
Live without my iPad.
Okay.
Because probably you are here with me. If you would have not here with me, and if you ask anybody here around, he'll say, "Sir, अभी तक iPad खोल के अपना काम कर रहे हो."
So what is that Khozema Chitalwala style?
Simple.
Okay.
Being simple is my style.
And what's your mantra?
I think sleep. When I go to sleep, I'm thinking about something or other as a part of my practice or a project.
Oh.
If I am not being able to crack, it may be any time I think so, nature wakes me up early morning at 4 a.m. and says, this is what is it.
Oh.
I think so, that has been a blessing to me. But I can't define my mantra as such. I never thought about it. I'm going to think about this question and come back to you.
Yeah, maybe next year or maybe in 2 years when we are doing a video, when you complete 40 years, you'll have a mantra to give me.
Yes, but I think so. Our USP has been great.
Mm-hmm.
Our team is old.
You sound like a workaholic. Are you?
I enjoy it. I'm not a workaholic. I enjoy my work.
So when you travel, do you keep looking at hotels and like, oh, this is interesting, and do you keep getting engrossed in design even when you're on a holiday?
I told you just before that it's not only me but my team also eats, sleep, drinks.
Hospitality.
Hospitality.
Superb. So what do we see coming out of Designers Group in the near future?
There are some very, very interesting projects which we are doing and interesting locations.
Mm-hmm.
On an island,
Wow.
on a hill, on the lakefront, in the forest. There is so many interesting things which are happening back at our end.
Mm-hmm.
I believe we are also trying to change we just started beginning to do that, but we want to change the face of hospitality architecture also to some extent, and we'll succeed in probably a couple of months only. We'll try and bring out architecture which doesn't look like a typical punctured pocket windows or hotel, and you can say that this is a hotel. Oh my God.
Fantastic. Look forward to that. Thank you so much, Khozema, for joining us and for sharing your insights. We look forward to seeing more funky projects coming out of Designer Group and more projects which bring out the ethos of design, projects that have great circulation, of course, and leave a great impact in the minds of the people who live there. I think it's a great blessing that you have, that you're able to touch so many lives in this lifetime.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, and thank you for having me on this podcast. It's been a wonderful experience speaking to you and sharing my insights with you. And I believe there will be a couple of more or a lot more what I've done in last, I would say, 38 years and 28 years of my hospitality. Probably I will cover that 28 years in next 2 years.
Wow, that sounds fantastic and very promising. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you to everybody.